Hello, we are Group 1. I am Abdullah Muizzuddin Selamat. My metric number is B062110412. The other members are Muhammad Azlan Shah, B062110339, Nurul Faharna binti Azmi, B062110149, Niveta Subramaniam, B062110260, Lee Kuan Keng, B062110270, Kristen Rainy Raj, B062110461, Wong Ker Yi, B062110492, Nora Lisa Balkis binti Zulkafli, B062110242, and Sebastian Sejeri aka Gilbert, B062110135. In this video, we will discuss about monopoly. This video is prepared for only educational purpose.
One day, John and his mom are talking at the dining hall.
John, what are you doing with your phone? It's time to eat.
Please give me 2 minutes, Mom. I'm going to win this game.
What game is that? Looking like you are addicted to that game.
It's a Monopoly game, Mom. I really like it.
Monopoly? Do you want to know some interesting facts about Monopoly?
Yes, Mom. I want to know more about Monopoly.
A monopoly is a dominant position of an industry or a sector by one company, to the point of excluding all other viable competitors. Monopolies are often found upon free market. On the other hand, monopolies of some essential service, such as utilities, may be encouraged and even enforced by governments. A monopoly is characterized by the absence of competition, which can lead to high costs for consumers, inferior products and services, and corrupt business practices. Monopolies typically have an unfair advantage over their competition because they are either the only provider of a product or control most of the market for their product. Although monopolies might differ from industry to industry, they tend to share similar characteristics like high barriers of entry, single seller, price maker and economic of scale. The pure economic is the only seller in a market with no other close substitutes. Any pure monopoly, as opposed to an oligopoly, for example, enjoys a business that has high barriers to entry, such as significant startup costs that prevent competitors from entering the market.
Second topic is how the price and the quantity are determined in monopoly. A monopolist, being the only producer and seller of that commodity, can determine its price and the quantity of its production or supply. He cannot do both the things simultaneously. Either he fixes the price and leaves the output to be determined by the consumer demand at that price, or he can fix the output to be produced and leave the price to be determined by the consumer's demand for his product. But it is a common experience that he leaves the price to the market mechanism and determines the volume of output. Under no circumstances he will be ready to bear losses. If in a short period the cost of a production of commodity is zero, he will go on producing it to the extent, or so long the marginal revenue from the sale of that commodity does not fall to zero. As soon as the marginal reserve is zero, he will not increase its supply.
Characteristic of a monopoly company structure. Number 1 is a lack of substitutes. There is just one company manufacturing a good, no close substitutes. Normally, the product is unique. For example, when Apple first released the iPad, it had a monopoly on the tablet market. The second one is barrier to entry. The monopolies has erected strong barrier to entrance. If new firms enter the industry, the monopolies' entire control of a firm's supply will be lost. These obstacles imply that there is no difference between a firm and an industry in a monopoly. The third one is competition. There are no close competitor in the market for the product. The fourth one is price maker. Since it has market dominance, The monopoly sets the market the price of the product. As a result, the monopoly becomes a price setter. The fifth one is profits. While a monopolist can achieve supernormal profits over time, it does not always produce profit. A monopolist can be either a revenue maximizer or a revenue losing entity. This is impossible in a perfect competition environment. In a long run, if abnormal earnings are available, other enterprises will enter the competition and abnormal profits will be removed.
In conclusion, monopoly is a dominant position of an industry or a sector by one company, to the point of excluding all other viable competitors. Monopoly can be considered unfair and unequal. That's because monopoly don't need to compete with others, they are the only providers of products, so they can change the market price at will. Although monopoly might differ from industry to industry, they tend to share similar characteristics. For example, high barriers of entry, single seller, price maker, and economies of scale.
Wow! Lots of interesting facts from one word. Thank you for the sharing, Mom. Let's eat together.
Ha ha ha. You're most welcome, John.